In 2016, a clothing brand released a product that was literally just a brick, a red clay brick with their logo on it. They charged $30. It sold out in seconds and then resold for over $1,000. People camped overnight in the rain for a brick. Welcome to Astonishing Pricing Stories. I am Akhil from Monetizely, and today we're diving into one of the most absurd pricing success stories in modern history. How Supreme turned artificial scarcity into an empire worth over $2 billion. And if you think this is just about fashion or hype beasts, think again. The psychological principles behind this brick are being used by tech companies, software startups, and billion-dollar corporations right now. So hit subscribe, because understanding the psychology could transform how you think about your own pricing strategy. To really understand how ridiculous this story is, you need to understand Supreme first. Supreme started in 1994 as a small skateboard shop in downtown Manhattan. Nothing really fancy, just a narrow storefront selling skate gear to actual skateboarders. But over the years, they developed something unusual. They released new products every Thursday at 11 a.m. Small quantities, limited time, no restocks. Miss it and it is gone forever. This is called drop culture, and it's created something unprecedented. A $20 Supreme t-shirt regularly resells at somewhere between $200 to $500. A $50 hoodie can hit $800 on resale markets. But the brick broke everyone's brain. Fall Winter 2016, Supreme drops their seasonal collection preview. Skaters and collectors are scrolling through the usual stuff: hoodies, t-shirts, jackets, accessories, and then they see it. Clay brick, $30. A literal construction brick with the Supreme logo printed on it. The description was beautifully minimal. Clay brick made exclusively for Supreme. That's it. No explanation, no irony, no winking at the camera. Just a brick. And here's what happened on Thursday, November 10th, 2016 at 11 a.m. Supreme website goes live with new drops. 11:02 a.m. the brick sells out. 11:05 a.m. first brick appears on resale websites for $150. By end of day, bricks were selling for $300 to $500. 1 week later, a brick sold for $1,000 on StockX. People were paying $1,000 for a $30 brick. Now, before you write this off as just kids being stupid, let me tell you the sophisticated psychology at work here. Supreme mastered 4 psychological triggers. Number 1, artificial scarcity. Supreme deliberately produces far less than demand. They could very easily make 10,000 of each item, but they make 500 only. This scarcity is not because production limitations. It is strategic. When something is rare, our brain automatically assigns it higher value. Number 2, social signaling. A Supreme brick is not just a brick. It's proof that you are part of an exclusive club. It says, I was fast enough, connected enough, or dedicated enough to get this. Number 3, the absurdity amplifier. The more ridiculous the item, the stronger the signal. Anyone can buy expensive clothes, but buying a $30 brick that resells for $1,000, that's next level cultural fluency. Number 4, FOMO weaponization. Supreme trains customer that hesitation equals missing out forever. No second chances, no restocks, buy now or regret it. This creates a Pavlovian response. Supreme drop equals immediate purchase, no thinking time. Now you might think this only works for fashion or lifestyle brands. Wrong. Tech companies use these exact same principles. Tesla does limited founders series releases. Apple creates artificial scarcity with iPhone launches. Software companies create early access or beta programs. Even B2B SaaS companies use this. Things like limited beta spots available, founding member prices, 48 hours only, first 100 customers get lifetime deals. The psychology is identical. Create scarcity, build exclusivity, leverage FOMO. But here's what most companies get wrong. They try to fake the scarcity. Supreme scarcity is real. They actually do throw away money by limiting production. Most businesses want to maximize sales immediately. Supreme maximizes brand value in the long term. Now let's dig deeper into Supreme's actual business model, because it is quite brilliant. They don't make money selling bricks for $30. They make money creating a brand so valuable that everything they touch becomes a collectible. The brick proves their pricing power. If Supreme can make people pay $1,000 for a brick, imagine what they can charge for actual clothing. In 1994, Supreme t-shirts were $20. In 2000, Supreme t-shirts were $32. By 2010, they were $45. In 2020, they were selling at $58. But resale went from $25 to $200 to $500. Supreme is not in clothing business. They are in the asset creation business. Every Supreme product is designed to appreciate in value. They have turned shopping into investing. So, what can you learn from Supreme's brick strategy? First, First, sometimes the best marketing is making your product harder to get, not easier. Second, artificial scarcity only works if it is actually artificial. You have to be willing to leave money on the table in the short term. Third, the most powerful pricing strategy is making customers feel like they're buying into something exclusive, not just buying a product. Fourth, absurdity can be a feature, not a bug. The brick worked because it was ridiculous. And finally, the goal is not to maximize individual transaction value, it is to maximize the brand value. Supreme sold that brick for $30, but it generated millions in brand value and media coverage. The Supreme brick is not a story about overpriced fashion. It is a story about understanding your customers' psychological needs and building scarcity that drives desire. Next week, we are exploring how one Uber ride costs more than most people's cars and what it reveals about dark side of algorithmic pricing. Hit subscribe so that you don't miss it. And tell me in the comments, what's the most ridiculous thing you have ever seen people pay premium prices for? I am Akhil from Monetizely. Thank you for watching.